Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. We have Denis Shmyhal, the Ukrainian from Ukraine, Prime Minister of Ukraine. And he will tell us what are his expectations regarding ending this war. And it's very important because he's going to provide some solutions how he will get to accomplish that. Okay, let's see. This article comes from Bloomberg. Oh, must be important. From September 5th, 2022. Ukraine's premier wants war to end soon as time favors Russia. Well, all right. Okay, that's excellent. Let's end it the sooner the better. But I would like to know why, because he already knows, right? He says, I want to end it soon because time favors Russia. So I would like to know how time favors Russia, okay? And I'm pretty sure he already thought this through, and he's gonna let us know. By the way, Mr. Shmyhal is this gentleman right here, all right? He's Ukrainian, obviously, and he's part of the Trinity. Zelensky, Shmyhal, and the other one is, I can't remember his name, is the defense minister, Oleksiy Reznikov. He's three of a kind, the Trinity, I call them, the Trinity. All right, so let's see what this guy's arguments are, and he's gonna tell us why time favors Russia. All right, let's get going with this thing. Ukraine's allies should do their utmost to help end Russia's invasion fast, as Moscow is willing to keep fighting for a long period. Well, I can be willing to do that, but the problem is, am I able? I mean, like in sex. You might be willing to do it forever, but are you able? That's the question. So, Ukrainian Prime Minister Denis Shmyhal, he's Ukrainian Prime Minister, okay? He's not the Prime Minister of Ukraine, he's the Ukrainian Prime Minister. I'm waiting for that information, and he's looking at those guys to help him. So he tells them, hey, give us everything now, because those guys like to fight and they are able to fight, if you know what I mean. So he's not telling us what are they doing. His fellow Ukrainians, what are they doing? Let's quote Shmyhal. We understand that time will play to Russia's side. Okay, he doesn't say yet why. So we, all together with our allies, with our partners, should do our best to finish this war as soon as possible. Okay, so far. Shmyhal told Bloomberg TV in an interview in Brussels, Russia, and I'm quoting, is interested to go for longer time, to take more time, which is a challenge for all of us, he added. Why is Russia interested in go for longer? Why? Can you tell us? Is it beneficial to Russia? And if it is, why? Because they still have resources? Because your friends in the West are hurt because of the sanctions they imposed on Russia, and because Russia doesn't give up about those sanctions? Is that what it is, Shmyhal? I don't know. Let's go and see, because the article is not over. He's going to tell us. Ukraine is scoring some military successes in its southern regions as well as in the north, Shmyhal said without elaborating. Are you kidding me? He used to change money in the temple. What are you doing? He's going to tell you how he's got that money? No, he's fast talker. No, he's going to tell you how he's got that information. Nah, no elaboration. Voicing the hope that the nation will be able to liberate the whole of its territory within internationally recognized border, including Crimea. Okay, good. Well, the plan is good. Everything is good on paper. So, against a backdrop of leaders rushing to resolve a deepening energy crisis, Shmyhal said that Ukraine is fulfilling all its gas transit obligation towards European customers if they pay. So here's another weasel. Change some more money, my man. transit obligations towards European customers despite the war and could pump 5 times more than the current volume. Ukraine is also ready to boost electricity flows, even as its ability to export power hinges on whether the country can save the Zaporozhye nuclear plant. Now this is a real original weasel right there. Let's go one by one. So he said that Ukraine is fulfilling its gas transit obligation towards European countries despite the war. Do you remember what happened about 2 weeks ago with Hungary and Czech Republic? I think Slovakia as well. Do you remember? If yes, good. If not, I will remind you. Ukraine, turn it off. Why? Because Hungary did not, because Russia did not pay them for the transit, supposedly how they were supposed to pay them. And then Hungary and Czech Republic paid the weasel, this guy, and they didn't turn it on. So give me the money, yeah, I'm gonna give you under the contract, no problemo. But you give me weapons for free, okay? And give me support for free, and you freeze over there for me. Everything for free and nothing for thee. All right, so that's the first weasel. The second weasel, he says that we would give you electricity as well, but you see, those wicked Russians have Zaporozhye, so help us blow up the Russians, and then we might sell you some electricity. How about that, huh? So everything is give us, and we're gonna sell it to you. Great Shmyhal. I love Shmyhal. The plant, Europe's largest, have been using one of its production units for cooling after a power link to the country's energy systems was cut off again Monday. Now it's non-functional. I have an article about exactly that. It's off. Clips, clop, snip. Done. So the Zaporozhye power plant is not functional at this moment. Fighting near the plant makes it impossible to carry out repairs at this moment. Ukrainian Energy Minister Herman, another one, Halushenko said earlier on Facebook. The Ukrainian military has been making verifiable, it was a hard word, verifiable progress in its counteroffensive, advancing in several directions and securing territory in the east and south, the Institute for the Study of War said on September 4. Not trustworthy, believe me. I contradict them a few times with some experts, so experts that I like, but you know, I use them when it's on my interest. I don't use them when it's against my interest. No, I'm just kidding, but they were a little bit off subject a few times, and you don't have any evidence to support that, you just say. So lost their credibility a little bit. So with about a fifth of the country's territory occupied by Russian President Vladimir Putin's troops, Ukraine has been increasingly using high-precision weapons supplied by its western partners to target Russian command posts, munition depots, and military logistics behind the front lines. So, that's the message. You gotta give us everything. It's now or never. You give us everything right now, because we're winning. We are, like on a roll. So, to keep us rolling, give us everything. Maybe you can participate, all right? And then we can push them back. So now, right now, because Russia likes to and is able, somehow, is not depleted of its forces, not depleted, the economy is okay. Everything is just fine over there. They like fighting and they are able to fight, but we have to do it right now, as soon as possible. So, yeah, the bill, please. Yeah, that's how it works. Give us everything now, because we're gonna fix it. I think they are really in the courts, not even rope-a-doping anymore. It's like, when sometimes in a boxing match, when you're in the corner of the ring over there, and the guy is punching you, that only the ropes keep you afloat, and you do like that. That's how I think Ukraine is right now. Only the ropes are keeping it from collapsing, and then eventually the knees are gonna let you go, and whoops, unless you get a Tyson crochet. So this is what it is, my friends. I hope the war starts to reach an end soon, and I hope that we get to a peace settlement, whatever there might be. Russians are back to their territory. Russians are up to whatever. I don't really care at this point, because these guys want to liberate something that the other guy said, no, actually it's ours, and our people are over there. So what do you want? You want to take over our people? So it's kind of like that. You can't have it. I mean, if this guy says that's our territory, the other guy says, no, that's our territory. Oh, that's our people over there, which they're not. It's Russians mostly. And then, anyway, it's just like, I think that Europe, I just made a video today about an article where Europe said that they don't have more weapons to provide Ukraine because their stockpiles are depleted. So what are we gonna do? Winter's coming. It's already at the door. Energy, they shut off the gas, oil, whatever. So what are we gonna do? Europe is gonna be freezing pretty soon, or it's going to be a harsh winter, if not freezing. But they have to convince the big boss, and the big boss, which is right here, is still doing okay, because the big boss gets 3% of oil from Russia and no gas from Russia, so it's okay, guys. But uranium, no, it takes 15% from Russia, so no sanctions on uranium, okay, guys. But on oil or gas, you get 40% gas. Yeah. We don't take any from Russia, so you can put some sanctions on gas, Europe, but not on uranium. Okay, weasels. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Bye.